CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 40 of Dual Destinies. Last time, we started Turnabout Academy, during which we learned that the professor that Phoenix was here to meet, Professor Courte, has been found dead, and now we're currently looking into it. So, without further ado, let's go.
I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. And this is what I'll be wearing.
Yeah, that's right, basically. Just as if it wasn't enough that basically they were just hammering in, just Juniper being just a potential love interest with Apollo, basically, just with her heart-shaped scarf, and then basically how she's complimenting Apollo. Then you also get her basically pulling out a Turnabout Serenade costume. But then again, considering that this was the costume worn by Thalassa, basically just, I could only imagine just Apollo, basically, just the mixed signals going on, just Apollo, you look great in that costume, Juniper. I don't know why, but it's exciting me. And then Thalassa just feels a disturbance. Yeah, basically, that would be Apollo's luck, basically. Just Apollo having a crush on Lamuror. And just little does he know that basically just the truth behind the blood relationship.
That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing.
These constellations in particular are really something.
Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest.
Oh, so you're a fan of the night sky, then? Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic.
It's not like that. I have a friend. He and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. He's my only friend. Besides you, that is. But then again, I don't think you and Mr. Wright really count that much, considering I have to work with you two.
Wait, you had friends when you were young? Calling me surprised.
Why does everyone say that?
As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue.
Yeah, the fact that Juniper's the only character to ever stick up for Apollo. Seriously, in the entirety of the series, Juniper's the only character who basically sees Apollo's constantly being down. She's like, I gotta stick up for this sad man.
Eep! I think she's angry.
I dissed her who's Bondo.
The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure No, you can do it!
That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me and my smug expression. I will destroy them with the smugness. It's like a chivalrous love triangle, a damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth, and CzarThwomp forgot to turn the timer on again. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, how did the mock trial end?
We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out.
I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial.
It ended right before the verdict. Talk about bad timing.
I was this close, man! I bet I would have won!
But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right?
We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when the time comes. Wonder who the author is of the Zen and the Art of Mastering the Bar Exam. Okay, that's just saying 4th edition. Yeah, they don't have an actual author for it.
Like I'm gonna let that happen. I don't think so!
I hope they don't end up hurting each other.
Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here.
Heh, we even have proof of our friendship. Proof like physical evidence proof?
Yes, we're studying for his career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around!
The famous legal academy ingenuity at work. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyways?
It's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck.
Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. I cannot read today. It's not something to be put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof! Us three are friends forever!
I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here?
Something wrong, Athena?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, alright then. Hey, isn't that...
Everyone, stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. Detective Fulbright, is something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Courte.
I'm what?
Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? We read the article, we read the Herald. That black-hearted she-devil is not going to wreck this school.
Police Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too.
Aha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. One, we don't like her. Number one, we hate her. The suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't.
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. Yes, we can! We've arrested people on less. Do you know of Machitobai? True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that. So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one, too?
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket.
Why there's blood on it? Had to spit that out.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but sounds fishy to me. Real fishy! You don't mock justice! Unless it's the Apollo kind. Now, if you would, officers.
Yes, sir.
But...
Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this. Now, if you excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it! Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... Aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do.
All of you too, Juniper! There's no way you murdered your professor!
Athena, Apollo, thank you both. I'm counting on you.
We've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright.
Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case.
Right. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. And then Apollo.
Sit down, Hugh! Sit down, Hugh, as I tell you the hell that I've been through! You ever been tricked by Mr. Wright into presenting a forged playing card? Then, and also, Hugh, were you also forced to engage in this time travel jury trial?
If anyone's gonna solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school.
You! That was totally rude! You're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in it too! Big time!
I cannot do this. Robin is going to destroy me. At least until halfway through the case.
Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you!
I need to think of a better Robin voice.
Now that those two are gone, let's get back to let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is.
Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script.
Exactly, but without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain.
Perhaps I could help. Her forehead.
No! Why? Why? I dealt with bullies when I came into the school today. The flagpole, the trash can, the marching band. There was a girl who tried to shove my hand in the toilet, and now you're here, Kevin. But Prosecute Gavin, what are you doing here?
You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me? Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fräulein. I am Klavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I am most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput when Darian went off the deep end. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners. I was the lead vocalist. Never heard your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. Even though Klavier was an international band, and not to mention Klavier pretty much was in Europe. He had his badge in Germany. It was established in the canon. But can I get your autograph?
Why do the girls always go after the thugs? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Oh great, it's Trucy all over again! Just when Trucy gets out for cabin fever, now we get another one! No! I'm not dealing with this again! We're not going back to your concert, Gavin!
Her forehead! What makes you think that you're going back to a concert?
No, I know what happens! When a member of the agency gets into you, I go to your concert, and then I hear a guitar serenade over and over again!
Forgive me, Fräulein, but I retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor Gavin. Oh, okay, that one then. She's a lovely one, ain't her forehead? Didn't know she was your type. Who am I kidding? What girl would want you? The only girl that would want you, her forehead, is a princess. The only one who would want you at her forehead is a princess that is looking to kiss a frog to turn into a prince.
She's the newest member of the Right Anything Agency. That's all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, her forehead. May I ask why you people present your attorney's badge like that? It seems like her forehead and Mr. Wright always want to show theirs off too. Though, when would Klavier have seen Phoenix presenting his badge? The only time that Klavier encountered Phoenix while he had his badge, basically, was during basically the trial in which Phoenix lost his badge. If Phoenix wasn't presenting it, I guess maybe Klavier and Phoenix met sometime off screen, and Phoenix was like, yeah, Klavier, look at this badge. Look, you couldn't keep this away from me. I got it back, Klavier. Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin, why do you play air guitar? It would seem like the answer we seek can be found in much the same place.
I never gave it that much thought, actually. I always just whip it out.
Why, Fräulein, what a wonderful piece of heaven to have there. But I imagine no matter what you present, it would be impossible for it to be more persuasive than your beauty. Too bad it doesn't work that way in court, too. Present the tabloids. Did I ever mention that I'm a graduate of this fine institution? The mock trials, they sure bring back memories. So many unforgettable battles. In fact, I remember the mock trial back when Helvina League and I, we were here at the school during our mock trial. He got up there and he started just throwing out whatever came to mind. He said he actually used I rubber, your glue. When sticks bounces off me, sticks to you. He actually used that, and then he started crying. And then his father started throwing trash at him. Yeah, the fact that basically, given the age range of given Klavier and Sebastian's ages, it can be reasoned that they actually were in the same year at Themis, basically. Also, not to mention the fact that they graduated around the same time early, though for different circumstances. Really? So you still on that stage too? Sure, I will though my Agathon rock that to the beat exposed clients for all to see. You could say this is where my hard rocking prosecutor style made its debut. Hard rockin' prosecutorial style. How'd your mock trial turn out? Action, baby! I brought the house down and had to count on its feet. Ever since the Academy has had the live concert in conjunction with the mock trial. And then I could just imagine just Sebastian. I'm protesting this! I'm protesting this! How could they not choose me? I was the best! Just Sebastian during those years. Sebastian storming the first concert. How could they disclude me, Pops?
Sebastian, count this as a blessing. Count it as a blessing that you were up on that stage, because if you were, I would have thrown a trash can at you. A literal trash can.
All I wanted to know was how the trial turned out. Like I said, you just learned so many interesting tidbits. But really, just, though I can kind of understand because the investigations games are kind of treated as their own thing. Though basically, it is kind of weird though that basically, that they brought them as Academy as a full fleshed out concept, even though Sebastian was introduced first, I believe. And yet basically like, Sebastian does not exist, and the investigations games don't exist. They're in their side limbo. Why are you here?
So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture in the training seminar. And then I could just, yeah, basically the fact that Edgeworth selected Klavier to represent the prosecutor's office, basically rather than Themis Academy as a whole. But then again, I could kind of imagine why Themis wouldn't go with Sebastian. Basically, they're like, no, we're not bringing the kid who passed his classes because his dad bribed everyone. His dad who proceeded to basically, who killed another nation's president and basically was corrupting the legal system from day one. Yeah, not to mention Sebastian's lecture. This is how it would be. Okay, so anyways, when you get up there, you just gotta wing it. You just throw out whatever you can. You confuse them with all the stuff you're doing, and then bam, you hit them with the big guns. So he's the famous prosecutor that they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gavinos are getting back together for a one-time special performance.
Even though you guys disbanded, which was a shame, by the way, really.
So how would they do it? I mean, Darian wouldn't be included. Unless Darian's getting the Blackwell treatment, he's able to play his guitar while in shackles. Darian trying to assault Klavier on the stage with a guitar. Yeah, I know how much you adored our musical forehead. Anyways, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned. I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not that bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Though it's kind of odd, though, that basically Edgeworth wouldn't try to represent the prosecutor's office, considering basically, you know, the fact that he's the head honcho, and not to mention the fact that basically I think Edgeworth would be basically a little less controversial than Klavier, considering that basically they're bringing in Phoenix and the guy who took his badge away. Basically, Phoenix, do not trust this man. This man is going to just take whatever advice his brother gives him, his psychotic maniac brother's giving him, and then he's just going to run with it. I was ambushed, Klavier! You ambushed me! You did not investigate! You just took your brother's word head on! You didn't question it whatsoever of how he knew all this, but you were like, hey, let me just get the reclusive artist! We're just gonna ambush this guy! Ruin his life! Ruin his career!
Wicked statues. Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Right? Bingo, Fraulein, and it was so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste.
And then not to mention the fact that basically just Phoenix got me a little controversial in the last year, basically in the year before this game took place. I mean, I know I keep bringing this up with Turnabout Trump, but the fact that basically Phoenix actually did trick Apollo into using forged evidence, basically in sort of the same situation that basically Crystal put Phoenix in. And then also the fact that Phoenix pretty much overhauled the entire legal system just for one trial, all for the sake of taking Kristoff down. And not to mention the fact that Phoenix was stacking the jury. Basically, Phoenix stacking the jury, putting the Lhasa on the jury, basically. Even if the Lhasa didn't have her full memories back, basically. Phoenix helped her on Apollo helped her in the past. So basically, the Lhasa would be unbiased. She would be very biased in Apollo's favor. But the worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Courte. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. And then Kristoff, he hears about this. Klavier, I'm hurt. I thought I was your mentor. I thought I was your role model, Klavier. I thought I was your world, but I guess I was never important to you, Klavier. So Constance Courte was your professor here at the academy. She may have taught the judges' course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revealed what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry.
Athena, are you tearing up? Well, I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Courte.
Exactly, so as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Yeah, basically, I kind of find it funny, basically, how Edgeworth distinctly put Simon on this case. I could just imagine that the reason why Edgeworth put Simon as the prosecutor on this case wasn't because of just any sort of behind-the-scenes purpose, but only because, basically, Sebastian heard the news. And was like, I'm gonna prosecute the case! I'm gonna go undercover in the school! Sebastian, no! Sebastian, you're clearly not in the right mindset to handle this case. But why is Klavier doing it? Look, I'm not gonna put Gavin on this case. You better! I'm gonna lock myself in the bathroom! Sebastian just locking himself in the first floor bathroom until basically Edgeworth makes sure that neither of them have the case. Simon gets the case. Now let's rock this place hard.
Oh, I don't follow. Let's rock what?
Forget already for it? Like I said, I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch the killer. October 24th, Famous Legal Academy. 3rd floor lecture hall. Mock trial reenactment, all arise. Alright, the stage is ready, and you have for it ready to rock.
No! The defense is not ready to rock! I swear, Gavin, if I hear guilty love coming through the from out of nowhere. I am walking away.
You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece, the one everyone's been talking about. Ja, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. It is the Gavin method. We do what we want. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of the defendant and the judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this just like I'm prosecuting a real case. So prepare yourself for it, because I will rip you beyond compare. Bring me my Fraulein detective!
Gavin, no!
Ach, Fraulein, come on, don't resist. It's not a trial without you by my side. Come on, Fraulein detective, we've got the chemistry. I'm the good cop, you're the bad cop. I make people feel at ease, you throw projectile snack foods at them. We complement each other. You are for it. We played the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial. Ja, a double mockery perhaps, but the trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby, it's all holds bad. Let's rock!
Oh, can't we take it easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Great! A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial power.
Okay, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want, and with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.